Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new series. So, I guess I'm not welcoming you back to anything. Welcome to a new series that I don't actually know if I'm going to call it anything, but it's kind of like I like doing live streams. And with live streams, there aren't many cuts, it's just me talking to you guys. The only thing is, for my live streams, I don't really get a lot of chat because that's understandable because I'm not that big of a YouTuber. But I do like the idea of live streams, no cuts. It's just me talking, me giving opinions, maybe even telling stories. So the big faults that I found with live streams is that it's too long. Like no one wants to sit there for 2 hours, or no one wants to go back and watch something that happened. Like say you were at school when I was live streaming and you missed it, you're not gonna go back and watch it for like 2 hours, and that's understandable. So that's why I'm doing this thingy, which I don't know. Maybe I'll call it the chill out zone. I was trying to think of names earlier. The chill out zone is just me chilling, talking to you guys. And yes, I am playing right now. I'm not really going to commentate too much about gameplay. No one cares about gameplay. It's just something to have in the background. But with this whole chill out zone thing, I'm not going to really do too much editing. I might add some nice ambient music, I don't know. Or I might have the sound of the cars. I guess if you like cars, that's a nice sound in the background. But the reason where I get my inspiration from, like for my videos, it's usually if I watch someone else and I say, oh, I like that, I'm going to do that. And I was watching, this segues into my topic for today. I'm going to always have a topic, which I'll probably stray from, but it doesn't matter because in the chill out zone there are no rules. Well, anyway, the person I was watching is Chris Smoove, who happens to be the first YouTuber I ever watched. That was probably like 6 years ago I watched him. And I don't know how, but I just started watching yesterday some of those videos, like the first YouTube videos I ever watched at all, which were his Modern Warfare 2 NBA 2K10 videos. And I just really like the commenting style, even today. Back then I thought it was amazing. Today I still think it's amazing. And it's just him playing video games. Kind of, yeah, he talks about the gameplay, but it's just a chill atmosphere. No face cam, no loud music, no insane editing. It's just him chill, and I like that. Today he's not as I still like him. I still watch his videos, but he's not as quiet, which yeah, because everyone has to be louder, I guess, to try to get more views, which yeah, that's whatever. Even I do that. Well, anyway, for today's topic, I'm going to talk about how I started watching YouTube, which is Chris Smoove. And I mean, I remember going to YouTube because my brother had just got NHL 10, I think, which the big thing was this player career mode where you control one player. And he was really excited about this. This was on Xbox 360, so a long time ago. He bought it off Craigslist. We had to wait at a gas station. Finally, we got it after we went to the wrong gas station. There were two gas stations with the same name on the same street, and we waited for the wrong one. I had a sign like you see limo drivers with signs that have the person's name, and I was just standing at the front door. I looked really weird. I was only like 13 at the time, so it wasn't that conspicuous, but yeah, needless to say, he got NHL 10, and he was playing that for a lot of the time with his career mode, and I was like, that's so cool. You know what would be even cooler? Because the thing about hockey is you have line changes, so you can't just play for, you can't just play for 60 minutes. It's kind of like you play for maybe, you have a line shift every like 40 seconds or so, or a line change. And so I was like, it would be even better if there was an NBA version of that. So then I went to IGN or GameSpot, and I looked up games that you could play career mode, and it just happened to be that NBA 2K10 that was also the new feature that year. So then, of course, I don't think I had watched any YouTube videos before this, but I YouTubed NBA 2K10 My Player, because that's what it was called. And the only person I found was Chris Smoove, and I started watching his videos. It was his Combine videos, and if you watch them now, you'd probably think that he's like depressed or something. It's just him talking really quietly. They were some of his first videos, so I mean, it's hard to just go into a video and be really loud immediately. But anyway, I really enjoyed just watching him from that, and I've been watching him for 6 years now. It's insane. I watched his Modern Warfare 2, watched his Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3. I don't think he played as much. Now he doesn't really play any Call of Duty. He just recently finished Uncharted 4, which was awesome. I don't recommend buying it, because, I mean, I don't really understand why you'd buy a story game when you can just watch someone else play it. But that's just me. But yeah, if anyone ever, with this chill out session, if anyone ever wants to comment, maybe give me topics, that'd be cool. You could always tell me, I scored a hat trick. I said I wouldn't talk about gameplay, but when you score a hat trick, you gotta talk about that. But I don't know, with YouTube, I do like the editing. I mean, that's the difference between live stream and editing. I don't think I could ever be a full-time Twitch person, just because it's just you playing video games and there's not a creative outlet. At least with editing, you can edit the video, put your own little flavor on it. If you're playing just FIFA 16 all day, aren't you going to get bored? What do you do? I've never actually watched someone except Spencer play live streams, and he only live streams like once a month. I think I probably do a cut right here just because no one wants to just watch the background. So cut. Because with YouTube, what I like about it is you get to choose what you want to show people. Like, a lot of the time, that editing, I cut down like an hour. I usually play 3 episodes, and that's about an hour and 5 minutes. Like, that's an average amount of time for recording. And I cut it down usually to like 15 minutes, and that's a little bit above average. Now I try to make them a little bit shorter. Because a lot of the time it's just me not saying anything, me playing a video game, which I feel like a lot of you guys already do. So I'm not the best FIFA YouTuber, or like, as in, I'm not the best FIFA player. So it's not like you guys are going to learn that much just watching me play. I feel like you should try to watch, or you should watch my videos because they're entertaining, not because I'm such a great player. And that's why with live streaming, I just never... This guy's going crazy in the chat. I never really understood live streaming, because it's like you just watch someone play a video game, unless they have amazing commentary for the... do people live stream for like 5 hours straight? That's insane. I can't play video games for 5 hours. My head starts to hurt. But at least with YouTube, you get that creative outlet. You can add your own flavor. But then that's why I like this, because it's like a mix between a live stream and it's not really as creative, but it's not as long as a live stream, not as boring. I don't have to talk as long. There aren't as many pauses in between. So this is just like a quick little snack where you can peer into my mind. Just ask me questions. I'll tell some interesting stories. I do have interesting stories. I'm only 19, but I have interesting stories. At least I think they're interesting. So if you just tell me in the comment section below, I'll pick some. If no one says anything, I'll still do these because I like it. And I have different topics. They can be anything. Like, it has nothing to do with soccer. It has nothing to do with... It could be any sport, actually. Because I know almost every sport pretty decently, except for... I don't really know much about golf. I don't know much about tennis. But like baseball, basketball, football, hockey, I used to know more. What other sports are there? I don't know anything about Australian football, so sorry. I do know that there's a basketball player, former walk-on at Oklahoma State, who's apparently really good. I think his name's Mason Cox. That's all I know. I also know that in Australian rules football, you have the referees behind who do the pointing thing. But that's my extent of knowledge about that. But you can ask me questions about life. Ooh, that's a nice shot. You can ask me questions about life, about anything you want. This is the chill zone where there are no rules. It's just, I wish I had a radio mic. Actually, I have that really nice MXL mic that I use for recording songs, and it makes me sound like a radio host if I use it correctly. Maybe I should whip that out for this. I'm not going to use a camera because Chris Smoove doesn't use a camera, and Chris Smoove's a boss. And also because I'm going to still do the First Page United. I do like First Page United and my Road to Division 1 series. It's just that I want to do everything. I'm a jack of all trades, which is probably a bad thing at times, but I think it's cool. I don't like to just focus on one thing. I get bored easily. I'm probably not very good at this. I'm struggling to do this whole talking about something other than the gameplay because for 8 months now, actually it's May and I started in August, June, July, yeah, for like 9 months, all I've done is talk about gameplay while I've been playing it. It's kind of like driving while talking, having a conversation, which I can do, but then I just end up talking really slowly and making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, I've basically run out of stuff to say, but I want to finish out this last minute 35. So, yeah, these videos probably aren't going to be very long. At the most, 15 minutes. At least, probably like 7. So you don't even really need to watch the gameplay to understand what's going on right now. You can, what I actually used to do with, I wanted to talk about this. With Chris Smoove videos, what I would do is this was in 8th grade, and I had no homework in 8th grade. What I would do is just, for some reason my internet was really bad at this time. I think it was because I was in my basement where my room was, and the Wi-Fi connection wasn't very strong there. But I would choose just 7 videos or like 6 videos and put them in tabs and then wait for them to load, because if you have it up then it loads, and then I would just watch 7 videos always at like 9 o'clock, and then that would I wouldn't watch TV. I would just watch Chris Smoove videos until late at night, and then that's what caused me to buy we already had an Xbox 360. But for about 2 years, we didn't have Xbox Live. We would just play offline. And then watching Chris Smoove, I bought NBA 2K10, and I didn't have online, so I couldn't get this patch. So for some reason, if you know about basketball, they play 12-minute quarters. But for some reason, they made it so you could only play 5-minute quarters, like when they first had it, until they made the patch. So then that kind of just ruined it. I tried to download a patch offline, which doesn't even make sense. That didn't work. Oh, great. Overtime. Talk even more. So then I ended up buying Xbox Live simply because I wanted the 5-minute patch, because I wanted to play 12-minute quarters to get realistic stats, which doesn't even make sense. And then because I had Xbox Live, I was like, might as well get Modern Warfare 2. So I bought Modern Warfare 2, and I played the hell out of that game. I played that game so much, too much, honestly said. But we've lost. Okay, who cares? Overtime loss. That's going to probably do it for this episode. I don't know, what do you want to call this? The chill out zone maybe. I hope everyone has a great night. If you have topics that you want to talk about, leave them in the comments below. I don't even care if this video gets likes. I don't care. This is fun for me. So yeah. Anything you want to talk about down below. I'll probably have a new video tomorrow of this, as well as the road to the Euros. So stay frosty, my friends. Don't forget to spay your pets.